Welcome, students. Today we are going to discuss the topic business process re-engineering. The subject is coming under the fifth module of business management subject for the BCom students. Okay, so let's move on. Business process re-engineering. It is also known as BPR. First, we'll see what is the definition for business process re-engineering. It is a rethinking or redesigning of the core business process to gain radical improvements in the performance of business. So, here, what is happening is we are rethinking or we are redesigning. What are we redesigning or rethinking about? We are thinking about the business process. Okay, so here, business process means, right? Now, for a business to function or business to happen, what is needed? We need inputs. We need inputs like men, machine, material. All these are inputs for a business to happen. So, all these inputs are collected, and then we start up a business. And what is the output that we get? We get the output is the product or the service which is given to the customers. This product or service, when it satisfies the customer, we get what is known as the profit, or you say the business is successful. So, in business process re-engineering, we are identifying what is the state of business, whether it is okay, whether it is getting profit. Can we do something to increase the performance of the business? Okay, so it involves rethinking. So you have to sit and plan as to what can be done or redesign. Something is there, old process is happening, old manufacturing method is adopted. Is there any new kind of manufacturing methods which can be adopted? So you are sitting and thinking, you are rethinking, you are redesigning the business processes, and you're trying to gain radical improvements in performance. We want to get more profit, we want the business to flourish. So we sit, we think as to what can be done in terms of cost. That is, we have to deliver at the minimum cost, maximum quality or maximum value has to be delivered to the customer, and also the service. You have to give quality service at reduced cost, and the speed, the supply chains, the speed at which you are delivering the products. That is also considered in the business process re-engineering process. Okay, moving on, we have two important names, that is Michael Hammer and James Stampy. These two people are the ones who introduced this technique of BPR in 1980s. Next, moving on to features of BPR. First one is fundamental rethinking. Okay, so we are moving in detail as to what is happening in BPR. Fundamental rethinking is happening. Okay, so what is the meaning of re-engineering? Okay, re-engineering involves is first determines what an organization must do, then how to do it. Okay, so the top level managers, they sit and think as to what has to be done. So we know this has to be done, but there are different ways in which a thing can be done. So you have to identify how you're going to do it. You have n number of alternatives in front of you. A, B, C, D alternatives are available. So which one are you going to finalize? Okay, it ignores what is and concentrates on what should be. Okay, you are having a business, you're getting, somewhat you're getting a good profit. So you're not satisfied, you want to improve its performance again. So what do you want to be? What is your goal? What is the goal of the business? What do you want to achieve? So that should be there in your mind, and then you are thinking as to what should be done. You're sitting and thinking. Fundamental rethinking is the first point in the feature of BPR. Okay, next we are moving on. Next point, that is radical redesigning. Okay, it involves disregarding all existing structures and procedures and inventing completely new means of work. Okay, so here what is done is actually we are having some old techniques are the ones which is being adopted in the business. For example, so uh, old machineries or old manufacturing techniques are being adopted in a factory. Okay, so it means that the efficiency or the performance will be low. So when compared to industries or factories which are using most modern kind of manufacturing techniques, this old kind of methodologies will surely be a loss. So what should be done? You have to disregard the existing structure. So if you are a good manager, you will implement the BPR redesigning there, and you will try to find out what is the new method which can be adopted there. Okay, reinvention of business happens focusing on innovativeness, flexibility, and customer-centered approach. Okay, so whenever you are planning for a PPR, that is, uh, radical redesigning is a must, but you have to focus on three things. What are the three things? Innovativeness. There should be something new. It should be flexible. Based on the environment, based on the market, it should be flexible. What you're going to do, and the customer centered approach. Always customer is the king. Whatever changes you're making, it should satisfy the customer. Okay, next we are welcome students. Today we are going to discuss the topic business process re-engineering. The subject is coming under the fifth module of business management subject for the BCom students. Okay, so let's move on. Is key business process. Okay, what is a business process? That is, the first slide also I have told you about business process. A business process is a collection of activities that takes one or more inputs and creates a customer focused output. Okay, so you have some inputs, you bring together all the inputs, that is four M's, when money, material, then you create a customer focused output, you get a product. Okay, so you are creating a new product, you're finding out something new. Okay, you're disregarding the existing process, you are finding out something new which will add value, which will lessen the cost, which will give good service to the customers, and it will give speedy supply chain. Okay, next one is objectives of BPR. It improves the quality and reduces the cost. Of course, what is happening? The quality is improved. We are giving importance to performance. We are making good quality products and we are reducing the cost. Inefficiencies are reduced because performance has increased. Applies holistic approach to principles and processes of business. That is, each and everywhere we are giving importance to quality. and performance. So every person is trying hard. They are adopting, or they are flexible with this process of change. And principles and processes of business are applied, and to flatten the organization and improve the teamwork. So together as a team, okay, it is not a one man's job, but rather every individual inside the organization, they are coming together. They each one is given importance, and as a team, they are achieving something. Okay, next one, improve information technology. So in no in this world, we can't live without information technology. Okay, even in this COVID times, we know the importance of information technology. Even at home, for various purposes, we are using this information technology, and internet is a must nowadays. Okay, so be it banking transactions, or just even buying a small product, you know information technology is a must. Okay, next one, training human resources. That is, you have to train people according to the changing times. Okay, your employees might not know latest updated softwares, or new kind of gadgets, or how to use new computers, or how to use new machines. Okay, so it is the duty of the business to find out what can be done to train them with regard to the new updated technologies. Next one is develop competitive strength. Okay, so all these things when you do, that is the business process re-engineering methods when adopted inside the business, will develop a competitive strength for the business. That is, you are improving as a whole. The business is improving as a whole, and what happens is it will give you a competitive strength, okay, or a competitive advantage. That is afterward. That is how you can differentiate from your competitors. What makes you strong, or what is the highlighting feature of your company which differentiates with the competitors? Why should the customer choose you rather than other people? Okay, so this through business process re-engineering, you are developing quality and reducing cost, and also it's a holistic approach of finding out the right principle and processes of management, business management, to flatten the organization, improve the teamwork, improve information technology, and also to train the people and develop a competitive strength. Next one is phases of BPR. Okay, so in BPR, basically, you have a business, you feel something is lacking in the business, something should be done to the business so that it will improve its performance. Okay, so you are going to induce a change in the business processes so as to improve the performance of the business. Okay, so for that, what are the phases? First one is called the preparing for change. Okay, so you want a change to happen inside the business. So everybody inside the organization, that is our employees, should be well informed as to what is going to happen. Okay, what is the change which is going to happen in their job when this BPR is going to be implemented. Okay, so that is the first phase, that is preparing for change. Next one is called planning for change. In a constantly changing economic environment, the management has to foresee the future change and make an active plan for achieving the desired result. Okay, so this is the planning phase, and this is mainly done by the top level managers. They sit, they forecast as to what should be done. So, a proper planning is a must for every business. What should be done? So, a rethinking process is happening in the planning stage. Okay, and next comes designing stage. It involves identifying current business process, assessing the process, creating the ideal process, testing the new process, and implementing it. Okay, so I told you, when you plan, you have n number of alternatives. So in the designing stage, what is done is you assess the process. What can be done? Okay, A plan is there, B plan is there, C plan is there. Which is the one which you have to adopt? You test. You test A plan, you test B plan, you test C plan. You see which one is more suitable for our business, and then you are implementing the correct one in the business. That phase is what is known as designing change. Next one is called evaluating change. Okay, so evaluating means you are evaluating the past activities, and feedback is collected, and also periodically you have to review as to what you're doing, the change which is enforced. Is it right? Is it increasing the profit of the business? You have to sit and analyze, okay, whether this BPR was a success or not. Okay, so that process is what is known as evaluating change. So in brief, the phases of BPR consist of preparing for change, planning for change, designing for change, and evaluating the change. Okay, next one is requirements for the success of BPR. Okay, so first one is clarity of purpose. Whatever you do, there should be clarity. Okay, all process should be well designed and well defined. Okay, so you are optimistic. Okay, you implement BPR having an optimistic mind. Everything is going to be fine. We are going to increase profit. Okay, you're going to increase the efficiency, or you are going to increase the productivity. So uh, you should, the goal, what you want to achieve should be clear. Okay, only then the process will be complete. Next one is top management support. Okay, we say that you should have a systems approach. Okay, every level in management is very crucial. Okay, the top level management, the middle level management, the lower level management, everybody together, they have to plan and implement the business process re-engineering. Okay, here top level management support. If the top level management is not efficient, you know the other levels will also suffer. So top level management is having the most importance in the BP process. Next one is choice of right process. The choice of picking up the suitable process. Okay, so you have n number of alternatives. So it is a good manager who can find out which one is most suitable for your organization. Okay, you need to pick out the correct alternative which is available to you. Okay, A, B, C plans are available, but you go for the process which is more apt to your business. More apt in the sense, the plan which is more suitable to increase the performance of your business, to increase the efficiency of your business more. Next one, customer's angle. Okay, we all know that customer is the king. So the customers is the king, and the customer satisfaction is very important for a business. So you have to explain to the employees as to how to gain important this customer satisfaction. Okay, so you need to communicate with the employees and tell them that this business process re-engineering is being implemented in order to increase the customer satisfaction. Okay, so they'll understand that this is needed only when customers are satisfied. They'll buy your product or they'll buy your services, and then only when the sale is happening you're getting profit. Next one, the sense of urgency. That is this process of BPR. Okay, the transition or the change which is happening should be time bound. Okay, you should plan, and that plan should have a due date. Okay, or a time bound, or there should be a time frame. Okay, so within that time the plan should be implemented. Okay, should have a definite time frame to achieve the. Next one is requirements for the success of BPR. Okay, so first one is clarity of purpose. Whatever you do, there should be clarity. Okay, all process should be well designed and well defined. Okay, so you are optimistic. Okay, you implement BPR having an optimistic mind. Everything is going to be fine. We are going to increase profit. Okay, you're going to increase the efficiency, or you are going to increase the productivity. So you should, the goal, what you want to achieve should be clear. Okay, only then that process will be complete. Okay, so with that, we are coming to an end of business process re-engineering. I hope the concept is somewhat clear. And next, I'll send you a PPT on Six Sigma. So, okay then, bye.